Welcome to Tech Bytes in News, your daily roundup of articles featured in Hacker News. Today, we're diving into a fascinating piece on Google's experimental language, Carbon. It's not just another programming language, it's a mission to tackle C++'s massive technical debt. Exciting stuff.
Right. I've been following Carbon's development, but this article presents a unique perspective. It frames Carbon not as a mere language, but as a large-scale code migration project. That's a bold claim.
Precisely. The author argues that Carbon's core goal isn't just to create a better language, but to provide the tooling for automated migration of existing C++ code. Think of it as a massive, automated refactoring on a scale never seen before.
Whoa! Automated migration of C++ code? That's ambitious, considering C++'s complexity. What are the key challenges they're facing?
Well, the biggest hurdle is the sheer scale and complexity of existing C++ code bases. We're talking millions, even billions, of lines of code. Not all of it will be easily migratable. The author highlights the need for idiomatic code, well-structured, well-annotated code that's easier for automated tools to handle.
I see. So it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. It's more about targeting specific, manageable chunks of code, right? And what about the differences between Carbon and other C++ successor languages like CPP Front?
Exactly. Unlike CPP Front, which aims to improve C++ from within, Carbon takes a more radical approach. It's a clean break, aiming for minimal dependency on C++. CPP Front tries to work with C++, while Carbon aims to recreate a better C++ from scratch. A completely different philosophy.
That's a significant distinction. So Carbon is essentially building a new foundation, aiming for better abstractions and a more streamlined approach to language evolution. But is it even technically feasible? I mean, C++ is notoriously complex.
That's a great question. The author acknowledges the immense challenge, but they point to several factors that suggest feasibility. One is Carbon's leveraging of existing tools like Clang and LLVM for tasks like template resolution. Another is its focus on automated testing, using existing C++ test suites to validate the migrated code. Clever, huh?
Very clever. It's a risk mitigation strategy. But the article also touches upon the governance aspect. Google's involvement raises concerns about control and potential bias towards Google's specific needs.
Absolutely. That's a valid concern. The author acknowledges the potential for bias and the importance of community involvement. They highlight Carbon's open-source nature and the developers' stated commitment to community-driven development. But it's still early days. Trust needs to be earned.
True. It's a long-term project with inherent risks. But the potential rewards are huge. If successful, Carbon could revolutionize how we handle massive C++ code bases and pave the way for smoother language evolution. It's a moonshot, but a potentially game-changing one.
Exactly. It's a bold attempt to solve a critical problem in the C++ ecosystem. The author concludes that Carbon's success hinges on several factors, including technical feasibility, community trust, and the ability to attract and retain contributors. It's a fascinating project to watch unfold. And that's all the time we have for today's Tech Bytes in News. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.